Okay, I think we're good. And we're going live. Should be on live and on deck. What's going on, everyone? This is Zen here, and I hope you're having a great day. So we're back with another episode of Zen Talks, and in this one in particular, it's been a while since I've done an unboxing, and actually it's been a while since I've read comic books. So before I do anything, let me just get the chat front and center for when folks do come in, so that I can see it on the screen, right? Yeah, I haven't been reading comic books in a long time. It's been a lot of focus on work, and it's been quite overwhelming, for lack of better words. So, yeah, there's not that much that I could say about that. But with that being said, time to hit that intro. The real intro.
You will never amount to anything. We shall see.
Alright, we're back. Russ, what's going on? Oh, I picked a good shadowing. It looks really good. Your logo, your icon looks super good in the background. Steve, what's going on, bro? Thanks for those videos. I'm not even too sure how they're so good at creating. Those are not even palette swaps. Those are like direct, like character from Marvel vs. Capcom. All right, so I have a ton of comic books, and they've been ordered from like the past week from my my pull list and things like that. But I just haven't gotten a chance to read them or get into them, right? So the first one is a special one because this is a comic book from one of our community members, and her name is California Blend Comics. So she created her first comic book, right? And her channel is doing miraculous. She does a lot of reaction videos lately. But she's also a comic book creator, right? And cover artist, right? For CGC, which we know is the grading company, right? So we're gonna unbox this, and yeah, and I'm gonna read it. Not right now, but yeah, still. I don't even, just the bag alone looks pretty good, right? So it's time to slice and dice, get in here. So this book came a long time ago. This is from September 10th that I got this book. Yeah, long time ago. But I just been stacking on the comic book boxes, and in total there's about 8 here or 7, something of the nature. Let me put this to the side. All right, let's do this. And this is her first comic book. Just a little podcast. What's going on? Yeah, she does amazing work. Amazing. This is so cool. This is long overdue for sure. Okay, so and guys, definitely share the video with her, right? So she knows that we're giving her due respect, because it is really good. So here it is right here. Boom. Hashtag California Blend Comics. It's so good when you see one of the community members just like doing it up, right? You know what I mean? So here it is. Here's her first comic book, and it's called Luminous Sage. So I'm excited. This is issue number 1. So I'm pretty stoked. Pretty stoked that I have this as her number 1, because I already know she's gonna blow up. I believe in her. You know, I know it's gonna happen. Yeah, pretty cool. All right, here we go. We're gonna go to the next box. There's a lot of boxes. Now, none of these are like old comic books or anything like that. These are pretty modern comic books within the last month and a half that I just have not opened up yet. Oh man, but I hope everyone's having a good day. Did you guys have a day off? Is it a day off for you guys? But salute to all the veterans, everyone who is fighting the fight for us or protecting us for our rights. I know there's a lot of controversy. People talk about soldiers and things like that, and you know, government, and But at the end of the day, when you have people who are protecting you, or who are willing to protect you, you have to give your respect. You know what I mean? So, that's all. You know I'm not gonna hold my tongue about stuff like that. This is Zen Talks. Alright, here we go. So this is from my LCS. Boom. Alright. It's feeling really good. Alright, let me see what we got here. I actually don't remember what's in any of these boxes, except for probably my last couple boxes, because these are from like last week's new comic book day. But here we go. Ooh, here we go. We have Amazing Fantasy #2. I still haven't read #1. This is 2 and 5. Oh yeah, this is #2 out of 5. I just believe that these are time-displaced versions of certain characters, right? Like Spider-Man and others, and they just made their way into some mission that they have to overcome, for lack of better words. Yeah, it is looking pretty clean. This artwork looks amazing too. Okay, next book we have is Dark Ages #1. Now this book is pretty cool. I've read #1. I bought it on Comixology at the time of its initial release, and it's basically, you know, just to put it in simpler terms, the heroes are go against this old type of powerful being, and in order for them to beat it, they needed to basically take away. Basically, they messed up on something. I'm not gonna get too much into the story because now I'm kind of I can't really remember. So they ended up beating this being or sending it away, right? Doctor Strange did something to send it away, but it ended up, I think, all of the power and technology ended up going away, right? So they couldn't use it, and now they're in this post-dystopian type of world with no technology. I have to read again. Wow. But it's cool. I remember reading #1 and feeling I can't wait to read #2, and then work got in the way, and then I didn't read for like a month and a half. Yeah, I agree with you. Just a little cookie. It's a really stellar book, and I remember the feeling, right? Even though I'm not remembering the details of the story, like piece by piece, I remember it was a good book. Okay, next one is, and see, these I could tell these are in a weird order, is Transformers Grimlock #2. So I think I was getting books week by week, piece by piece. I actually didn't read #1, but I have #1. So guys, let me know if you read Transformers King Grimlock. Let me know. The One You Fear, what's going on, bro? Everyone, shout out to The One You Fear. Correct me if I'm wrong. Was it your birthday the other day, bro? And if I'm wrong, just correct me. Alright, the next book and on our list here is Aliens. Aliens #6. Look at this cover, guys. Look at this cover. Like, how is he going against him? I would have been like, nah, chill. Let's just take me. Yeah, everyone, The One You Fear, his birthday was on November 8th, so everyone shout out to The One You Fear. Shout out to my Nightbot with the same questions, because I haven't updated it yet. Alright, guys, let's go on to the next box. I'm going, it's a ton of boxes. Alright, but they're long overdue. Super long overdue. And guys, if you haven't already, don't forget to drop a like. If you're enjoying the video, unless you're not. If you're not feeling the video, don't drop nothing. But also share the video with the community, right? Because, you know, I do random streams, so no one actually really knows when I'm doing the stream. But I'm trying to be more consistent, everyone. I'm trying to be more consistent. That's why I've been releasing my Powers Discuss videos. I'm trying to do Powers Discuss videos, Zen Talks, and then gaming on the weekends when possible, right? I'm not making any commitments. I'm not like every Saturday I'm doing gaming, because then I'm gonna fail you all. I promise you that. All right, here we go. This is Hellions number 15. I have to catch up on the Hellions series. Hellions is one of my favorite X books out there. And look at this cover with Psylocke. Oh, sorry, Quanin, because she is no longer Betsy Braddock is no longer in her body, right? It is just Quanin, which I prefer. Amazing. Ooh, look at that team. Awesome. Guys, let me know, how does this sound? Is the music too loud? Is my voice sounding sexy? Or let me know. You know what I mean? I want to make sure it's good. Here's number 2 of Grimlock. Didn't I just do number 2? Okay, I probably double ordered because I wanted to see this cover look amazing. And guys, I am going to read these books. It's just some of these covers just look really great. You know what I mean? Next book on the list is New Mutants. Look at this cover. The Shadow King is just amazing. I think he's an amazing villain, and overall, I can't, you know, even though I haven't been reading so many New Mutants books, I must say that they're doing fairly well in terms of storytelling. Oh, you use the same song for the podcast? Yeah, because, you know, I'm trying to get copyright-free songs. It's hard out here. Next book here that I got is Infinite Frontier. I love Infinite Frontier. Right, I got a Infinite Frontier up here, right, on my wall. Only because, you know, I'm kind of biased. I love President Superman, and I think a whole different Justice League in its entirety just, I don't know, I love teams that I've never seen before, and just short stories, right? And for this one, it's 5 out of 6, and I know there's going to be some kind of continuation for that team coming out in the near future, right? Okay, next one. Oh, this cover looks amazing. Is Spawn 321. Look at this cover. Look at this cover, team. Jeez. Spawn looks amazing there. I must say, and I'm not gonna lie, because I don't lie, I'm not King Spawn. I'm not enjoying it as much. And I'm not too sure why, right? But I'm gonna give it a chance because there's only 2 came out, right? But I'm gonna continue. But I'm not enjoying it as much as I thought I would. I think I was really hyped to see King Spawn, but I'm more hyped to read just Gunslinger Spawn and all the other Spawns and things of that nature. All right, let's go to the next box. Okay, here we go. This one is big. I'm not too sure. This is probably like a couple weeks worth of books in this one box. I could definitely tell. All right, cool beans. Cool. Let's see. I'm being cautious. If you're wondering why am I just not like opening the box right in front. I don't want it my address to be like caught, right? And then someone who's on the internet is like, gotcha, Zen. This is what I've been waiting for the whole time. All right, damn, there's a lot of books. All right, here we go. Let's flip. I don't know what's here. Woo. Okay, Suicide Squad 2021 annual. Look at that cover. Look at that. Superboy versus Superboy, basically. It's nice. I like it. I think that's when they went to Earth 2 or 3, and Amanda Waller's just wilding out. All right, next one. This one is so slept on. Oh my goodness. This series that I'm about, I mean, you already see it. This series is so slept on. Savage Avengers. I am so enjoying this. Out of like all of the X books and things like that, Savage Avengers is one of my favorite titles. that I really want to cover on the channel, but I don't want to water it down where it's just like a couple of videos and then I stop, right? But Savage Avengers is so good, with like Conan and various other members. Conan has like a Venom, a symbiote, not covering his whole entire body, but that he utilizes. Wolverine's on the team, Brother Voodoo's on the team. It's just, oh man, just amazing. Here's some other books that I got. Now I'm seeing these are some indies that I just never, or just books that I've just wanted to try out at number one here. Here's one. Okay. Maze book. I think that's how I'm reading it. Correct me if I'm wrong, team. That's pretty cool. Book that I just want to try. All right, here we go. Next one here is, and let me know if these are good, right? Tony Fett, what's going on? Welcome, brother. He Who Fights with Monsters. Did any of you read this? Let me know. I'm gonna try it, right? It's from the artist of Something Is Killing the Children. It looks pretty cool. I'm digging the cover. Because when you look at the cover, you just kind of like see other, newspapers in the background say war, right? All right, here we go. Next one on the list. This one was is just a try, right? Khazar, Lord of the Savage Lands. I'm not that familiar with him. I'm more familiar with watching the old school X-Men TV show on Fox Kids back in the day, the 90s X-Men, and then them being in the Savage Land and having a random episode with, it wasn't random, but with like Khazar there. That's about it. But I'm gonna try it, and if it's not good, that's it. Here we go. Next book on the list is Justice League Infinite. Okay. Digging the cover. It's all good, Tony Fett. It's all good. Glad you're here, man. All right, the next book on the list, here we go, is Aliens, or Alien, number 7. The Alien series is just really one of my not guilty pleasures, but just one of my side books that I just really enjoy. Because it gives that horror feel, and I love horror books, right? And I got into Aliens much later in my life, right? Later, Cookie, thanks for coming out, my man. Shout out to Cookie Team, and definitely check out his channel on Just a Little Podcast. He has phenomenal content, phenomenal. Next book, oh man, this bag and board is not looking too good. Is Black Manta? Is it Black Manta or Manta? I say Manta. I don't know. But this cover is looking pretty good, and I haven't read the story yet, but I'm excited to see where it goes. All right, here we go, team. Switch it. The next book is Defenders number 2. I already read Defenders number 2 though. I bought it on Comixology. I'm digging Defenders overall, and I know in the second one, this lady in the background is Galactus's mom, I think Tyla, where the team gets time displaced, right? Because they're going against this enemy, and they have to go back to basically to the universe where Galactus was born, right? And they meet his mom. They make her look like super big right here, but she's not. But I guess they're trying to give reference to Galactus here. But it's really cool because in the second book, Silver Surfer dons new abilities, right? Because he absorbs the abilities of another. But we also get to see, I think it's Omnimax. Omnimax is like the Galactus in that universe at that given time, and he looks crazy. Next one is Defenders. I just wanted to get this cover. So this is 2 covers, right? And someone in the chat, if someone could correct me, because I think I said it wrong on a previous video. Is it the Mask Raider or is it the Mask Rider? Just want to know. I mean, I'm not gonna go back and delete that video, but for future reference. Okay, next one is X-Force number 23. X-Force wanders and wavers in terms of like my interest in the book. Sometimes the stories are good, sometimes it seems like, I don't know. The whole Beast thing is not really intriguing to me when it seems like Beast is becoming very reminiscent to the Age of Apocalypse Dark Beast. But, yeah. Alright, team. We got 2 more boxes and then we got a CGC. Okay, here we go. There's a lot of books. I could, even though it looks like a lot of books, I could read those books like that, team. Alright, here we go. Now we're getting to more current books that I ordered not too long ago. Good action. All right. All right. Let's see what we got here. Got my order number. Okay, they taped this one up pretty good. And this is from my LCS. Shout out to Collector Cave. Collector Cave is my LCS up here in New York City. All right, they really take this. Like, now I have to be careful because it's like surgery. If I cut too much, then I'm gonna end up cutting into the books if they're not bagged and board, right? And even if they are bagged and board, it's still kind of a slippery slope right here. I made it somehow. See, I was pretty close. All right, let's see what I got here. All right, this one is The Death of Doctor Strange. It's pretty good. I read some of these on Comixology, and I think this is I think it's number 1 or number 2 that has the first introduction, I think, of the mothers or something of the nature. Is it their first appearance? I'm not too sure if it's their first appearance. Here we go. Next book is the Onslaught Revelation. A lot of people were digging the Onslaught Revelation. I didn't like it. I read this on Comixology too. I did not like that he was, I don't know, it just seemed, I would have just rather that we saw Onslaught. We didn't actually see Onslaught. It was more of like an essence that was like harping on Krakoan mutants that happened to be resurrected, right? It wasn't that good to me. Okay, next we have X-Men number 3, and as you can see here, I have number 1, number 2. I'm digging this team of X-Men, and I really enjoyed this book. I did read this. Some of these books I'm realizing that I read on Comixology already. This one is pretty cool. Because we get a chance to have a great interaction with the High Evolutionary, but also a segue into future stories. So it's really good. Definitely enjoyed this, and I enjoyed the team overall. But something that's pretty exciting is that we know that a lot of these members of the team were voted on by, they did a poll, right? I think it was earlier last year. They did a poll of mutants who will be on the X-Men, and the ones that won are the ones who are on the team right now. But they're releasing a comic book in February, and it's called The Secret X-Men, and it's everyone that didn't get put on the team who were on a team on a secret mission, which is really cool because I didn't pick any of these mutants. I'm lying. I didn't really pick any of them. I think it was, I really wanted characters like Banshee, because I love Banshee's ability. Anyone who knows me knows that I love that screaming sonic type of ability. Not like not like Black Bolt. Black Bolt is more reserved, so you never really see him doing it that much. But like characters like Banshee have to constantly do it, and I always wonder, like, how is it to fight alongside Banshee when he's just like he's wailing all the time? You know what I mean? All right, next one is Doctor Strange, Death of Doctor Strange #1. I just wanted this cover. This is why I got it. Cool. All right, next one is King Spawn, and I did say that I'm not really digging the story for King Spawn, but I'm conscious enough to know that I have to give it a little bit more time, right? And that's what it might be. But this cover, though, this cover is amazing. I guess for me, Spawn reads, me personally, Spawn reads at a pace and a certain storytelling style that I'm not really used to, and it's probably because I've been reading a lot of Hickman's books, so it's a little bit harder. I don't know, and maybe I'm biased too for other X books because I've been reading Hickman's work, so I kind of like imagine that any other X books are like Hickman's type of books, even though it's not. Like this one is, that new X-Men is Dugan and Larraz's books, but it reads really well to me personally. All right, here's the last box, team, and let's see what we got here. It's the last box for the comics, and then we're gonna do the CGC, which I think is a Superman book. All right, yeah, that was a smooth unboxing right there. I just like slid it, came out, boom. The other one, it was like breaking into something. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. All right, I think this was around Halloween time, and for me, Halloween is all year round. This one is Nightmare Blog. This cover looks pretty good. This is by Rodney Barnes, and also Jason Sean Alexander and many others, right? I think Rodney Barnes did the Philadelphia book, which is an amazing series on its own. Okay, and here we go. One that created a lot of controversy, and this is Nubia and the Amazons. I'm not too sure why because I think it featured the first transgendered Amazon, but I don't think that's a reason to cause controversy. Is the story good or not? That's it. And I'm gonna see. I'm gonna read it from my own. I've always been a fan of Nubia, though, as the sister of Diana Prince, but I think they changed the story slightly where it's not really that she's a direct sister. Something of the nature. I have to go back. All right, here we go. Oh my goodness, I just saw this. The next book cover. I've been waiting for this. All right, this next one is Stormbreakers. I don't even know what this is. I think I just got it because it was Venom, and I've been on a Venom flow lately. Pretty cool. All right, next book on this list, and oh man, I made a video on my comic book vibes video, and Joe Jusko is my favorite artist, and I'm so glad that they took the cards, the old school 90s cards, and turned them into covers. Because I have this in like not a hologram, or I don't know, it's a rarest form or whatever. But look at this. For me, this is the epitome of my childhood in terms of like seeing artwork that looks photorealistic, right? Where the characters look like they could be real, right? And I remember seeing this and seeing comic books around this time, and this was the Sabretooth I remember. The Sabretooth that looks feral, like he'll rip your head off. And I think that Sabretooth is coming back. I do. Only because in current comic books, not a ball man, what's going on? Good to see you. In current comic books, when it comes to the X-Men, during this whole time, he's been like placed in this place under Krakoa as like a, I don't know, he's like been captured or something like that, which seems really, I feel like Krakoa itself contradict themselves because I feel like they did a lot of things that were pretty bad, but they put Sabretooth under there. But he's having a comic book that's coming out, and I think it's gonna be phenomenal. Next book on this list, and this is what I was talking about. Oh, Gunslinger Spawn. King Spawn, I'm not really too excited for, team, but Gunslinger, I'm hyped. I'm really hyped. And we're gonna see how it reads because it's a different writer. The only reason why I'm not enjoying King Spawn as much is because just the storytelling is not to my pacing. But I'm gonna keep reading King Spawn because it might be a slow burn where I read a couple and then I start to get, I don't know, I start to get in the groove and I'm like, okay, got it, boom, it's great. Next one, and I got this one for its cover. This is okay. This is the Death of Doctor Strange, but this is a symbiote version. Look at this. Look at this. Look at this. You're already looking. This is crazy. Look how amazing that looks. Oh man. Doctor Strange has never looked better. Oh man. I would also love to see Brother Voodoo or Dr. Voodoo with that type of symbiote. I don't know how that would look, but I could imagine like his dreads kind of symbiotic all over the place. All right, team, we're on the last box, and this one is a CGC Fragile, and I got this a long time ago, and I'm trying to remember what it is. There's a couple of CGC books that I wanted to get back. I sold a Ice Cream Man like two summers ago, and I want it back. I sold a 9.8 2 summers ago, and I remember I was doing an auction with Nubia Comics on his channel. It was a really great auction. Nubia Comics has a really great channel and just a really good community within a community. Okay, here we go. I cut myself. It's all right though. So is the way. Okay. Ooh, what is this? I don't even remember what book this is. Okay, so and I was just bashing this book, and I got it at a 9.8, and it comes in the form of King Spawn. King Spawn, 9.8 CGC graded. Awesomeness. Looks good though. Looks real good. There's still another book that I'm waiting for. Let me see. The back looks pretty stellar too. And it talks about Gunslinger Spawn that comes out in 2021, and I just showed it off. Pretty cool. Show this bad boy one more time for the road. Cool. Awesome. All right. So team, that's my books. That's my pickups. That is like long overdue because it's a couple of weeks. This, as you can see, this is a lot of books. This is the stack that we just unboxed, and they're all moderns. They're all moderns. Books relatively new, but I got a lot of reading to do, and I want to catch up, and I got to organize them too, because there's like number ones. I have like 2 Grimlock books, things of that nature. But yeah, that's it. If there are any books that you want me to review, the ones that I just pulled, definitely put it in the comment section after the video, right? So that I can know. So I could do a hyper reaction review, because that's one of the series that I'm bringing back. As you can see on the channel, there's been a lot of comic book content or Powers Discuss videos, and I want to keep that flow going, because that is the roots of this channel. Even though the root of this channel is really this Marvel vs. Capcom video that I did, a reaction video, a theory video that ended up being right. That was my first video on the channel. But yeah, let me know. Oh man, this cover team, look at this cover. Jeez, Joe Jusko, my favorite artist since I was a child. It's so amazing. If you're just hopping in, let me go through the books real quick. And guys, if you enjoying the video or just enjoying the vibes, just, you know, share the video, drop a like. But here we go. We got Sabretooth. I'm gonna go through them real quick. We got Death of Doctor Strange, just variant video. I said variant video. This cover right here. Gunslinger Spawn. Hyped to read this. Alright. Next we got not too sure what this book is. I know it's a variant cover. That's all. But I guess it's Venom. A Venom book. Then we have Nubia and the Amazons. Nubia looking good in that. Alright, then we have Nightmare Blog. Can't wait to read this because I'm a horror fan. Then we have X-Men number 3. This one features the High Evolutionary. Really good. Really, this one was just a fun book. I think this new X-Men book is just really fun, and I love the way that they use the powers in synergy, right? People are saying like, oh, they're like the Power Rangers now. Okay. I don't care. I actually enjoyed that first book when they made a robot, a gigantic robot. It was like pretty stellar and cool. And Sync seems to be he's a really cool character, and the way they're linking their powers and using them to overcome obstacles are just like, it's just the next stage, right? Of them using their powers in like a lot of different ways. And Wolverine's Wolverine, you know, she's just hacking and slashing and roaring. We have King Spawn. I'm gonna put that with my CGC. Okay. Then we have Death of Doctor Strange again, number 1. A lot of these Death of Doctor Strange I got for the cover. Onslaught Revelation. I enjoyed Way of X, but Onslaught Revelation, I feel like it could have been a lot more. But I don't really have a better thinking on how it should have went. I just would have wished I saw Onslaught come back instead of more of a Essence version of him. But hopefully we do see him. Death of Doctor Strange again. We have Infinity in the background. X-Force number 23. Not really digging X-Force the way I used to dig it in its first couple of runs. Defenders number 1 and 2. Defenders, I'm only reading Defenders for the lore, for the expansion of the mythos, right? When we see Tyla, which is the Tyla, the mother of Galactus, right? Things of that nature. Omnimax, the predecessor to Galactus, a lot of different things. So that's, for me, Defenders is more like a history book. Black Manta or Manta. I'm stoked to get into this because I haven't read it. Aliens. Really cool. That's Aliens number 7. We have Justice League Infinite. Looking good. Alright. Then we have Kazar, Lord of the Savage Land. I'm gonna see how that is. Okay. Then we have He Who Fights Monsters. He Who Fights with Monsters. I know it is Mad Comics. This is like 2 months worth that came, but I just never opened them. And then here we go. This one is Maze Book. I don't know. This one looks like kind of creepy, and I like it. So, and here we go. One of my favorite series of all time, Savage Avengers. Really cool. Really cool team, and just overall story. Then we have Suicide Squad 2021 annual, and then we also opened up Spawn 321. Loving that cover. All right, and we have Infinite Frontier 5 out of 5. 5 out of 6, sorry. Loving Infinite Frontier, and loving that Roy Harper is now a Black Lantern. Spoiler alert, but you know, I do nothing but spoilers on my channel. Okay, here we go. We got the Shadow King on that for New Mutants. Next we have Grimlock. This is number 2. Still haven't read it yet. Hopefully it's good. Then we got Hellions. We have Quan in here, looking all good. That was Hellions number 15. Hellions is just a really great X run. It's kind of like the Suicide Squad of Marvel, but yeah, it's just a really great team. Alien here, right? Look at that cover. That cover is amazing. I'm not too sure if that's a Queen type, right? Alien. I should know. All right, here we go. And we have Grimlock number 2 again. Not too sure why I ordered 2 Grimlock books, but it's too late. Dark Ages number 1. We're going backwards in time. And we have Amazing Fantasy, right? This one is 2 out of 5. Because I already have number 1 somewhere. And then last one, shout out to California Blend, Gabrielle Howard, in her first comic book, Luminous Age. Shout out to her. She does have a YouTube channel, and it's called California Blend. Yeah, so stoked for this. If anything, I'm probably gonna read it, right? We'll try not to touch it too much, and then see if I could get a CGC, right? I know she's gonna do big things. I know it. Yeah, it is a 50+ haul. Was that 50 books? It felt like it though. But anyway, I am gonna hop out of here. Just wanted to do that haul and do a bigger unboxing. So if you missed this video later on, it's okay. Just watch the playback or skip to different parts of the video that you like. And with that being said, this is Zen here. And remember, you have the power to control the reality around you, and more importantly, you have the power to help people around you. So go ahead and do that. Serve yourself, but don't forget to serve others too.